Have you ever had a time that when you're reading a story and you get to a word, you just don't know what it is? I think we've all had that happen to us before. So today we're going to look into that and try to figure out, by looking at pictures and the words surrounding it, how to find the meaning of that word. So we're going to look into context clues. And so context clues are clues that good readers use to find the meaning of an unknown word. So there are a few things that we can do and look at to figure out what that word means. So things that we need to look for. So the first thing that we need to look for are pictures. There's always going to probably be a picture in your book, and you might be able to figure out what the word is just by looking in that picture. And there might be something that you don't know what, it wasn't a word, but you know what it is when you look at the picture. So the second thing are words that look similar to the word you're trying to figure out. So that could be something that is, it might not be the exact same word, but it might be something that ends the same, that has the same starting letter, or any of those kinds of things that might look the same. So for an example, cat and hat. They're not the same word, and they don't mean the same, but they have the same ending. So the third thing that we need to look for are words that you already know. So that could be something that we've had on our word wall, or that you have seen in another book, that you already know what it is, that might be able to help you figure out what that word is. And finally, the last thing are descriptive words. So descriptive words could be colors or anything that describes what a word is that could help you figure out exactly what is being said. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use a story that we've read before that's Huggley's Pizza, and we're going to figure out what some words that we might not know what it is. So the first thing, someone came running behind them. "Quick, into the bushes," said Booter. What could this word be? And it's there twice. So let's try to figure out what that word means. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the picture that's above and below. So if we look above, you see pizza, and you see the little monsters hiding their little feet. But up here, you see a guy running away. I wonder who that guy is. But if you look down here, you see the pizza guy shaking his fist at whoever's running away. So let's try to figure out who that person is that's running away. Who do you guys think that this person is that's running away from the pizza? Yes?
Maybe it's a thief?
That's a good choice. Let's see if that word works. Someone came running behind them. "Quick, into the bushes," said Booter. "Thief! Thief!" called the pizza person, running up the street and shaking his fist at the stranger. Do you guys think that that sounds right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. Let's look for another word. So, how are are we going to get inside and crawl under the bed? Asked Huggly. You could climb that tree, Huggly, crawl along the roof, slide down the... I wonder what they're trying to slide down. So let's look at the pictures first. So over here we see a house. Then they're coming up to the house. So that's probably where they are at. And let's look at the words that they described to figure out exactly what they're talking about. So they said you can climb up that tree. So if they climb up the tree, crawl along the roof. So if they're on the roof, what can they use to slide down into the house? What's in this picture that they could slide down? Yes?
They can slide down the chimney.
They can slide down a chimney. That's a good answer. Let's see if that word works. You could climb that tree, Huggly, crawl along the roof, slide down the chimney, and unlock the door, said Grumble. Did that sound right?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Okay, so now that we've looked into that, I want everybody to look at their neighbor and tell 2 things that you have learned about finding what a big word is that you don't know.
I learned that when I'm supposed to find a word that I don't know, I should look at the pictures and I should look at words that I already know.
Okay, so good job today. So what I want you to look at after we did all of this trying to figure out what a big word is, when you come to your independent reading that we're going to do in a minute, I want you, when you come to that big word, use the pictures and the words surrounding it to help you figure out what that word is. So, anyone that's wearing a sweatshirt, please go back to your table. And anybody that is wearing a t-shirt, please go back to your table.